Hello there.
We're starting?
Yep, do we have our inputs?
Yep.
Okay. Hello there. Another Friday with the Anime Adventuring Party. Join me as always, Anicron and Uncle Hulk. I'm T-Cat. Unfortunately, Finn wasn't able to join us on this Friday, but I believe we'll manage for 1 week without him.
We will. He'll be
So
back.
guys, yeah,
We
so
must
guys,
save our fighter, but not this day.
yeah.
He's on a side quest for himself.
Translating some old glyphs. So guys, how have you been for the past week?
The humidity. Summer is
Uh,
killing a bit, so
You mean spring?
it's already
Yes.
summer. To be honest.
Yes. Spring or summer? Yes.
Yeah, so what have you been able to watch for the past week?
Nothing.
Nothing? Wait, you watched the movie?
Ah, yeah. Well, the movie.
What's the movie?
Part
the,
of
the movie or the movies?
movie.
Okay.
Someone has a little bit of backfeed. So check it.
I don't think it's me.
Well, I watched Listeners. Kind of got me because lack of the mech genre.
Oh, it's mech
Can
anime.
you say Mecca? Mecca?
Well, I thought it was something at least a bit interesting, but it wasn't really. It's hell of average, and guy at the junkyard literally. It is the trigger anime, last trigger anime, how it's called.
Darling in the
Yeah.
Franxx.
Think that just guy literally produced music by jacking himself with literally jack into girl robot.
I heard about this. Yeah, the silent or the alien thing that come and take the
Yeah.
sound from the world, and that there's that kid who is a fan of heroes that are actually just people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean it.
Whatever.
So sex, drugs, and mecha robots, eh?
It's interesting concept, but no. Characters are not interesting at all to actually continue that. I dropped after the first episode. That was the first thing that I watched of new things that I missed. Second was something Uncle Hawk mentioned. How is said? Kagushigoto.
Kakushigoto.
Yeah. You described that a bit too dark from the trailers that you saw, or what?
Well, no. I said it was a comedy.
it's
The ending was hard.
It is wholesome comedy. The thing is, I watched about 3 or 4 episodes.
Mhm.
It didn't pick me up. Comedy is good, but it's stale. There is no build up on anything. There is, I mean, about mangaka that draws hentai literally. It spins around him. He needs to get popular, but if he gets popular, his kid gonna find out what he draws.
So it's in alignment a bit with the movie we're gonna talk about later, right?
In a way, yeah. uh, to extent. I saw no progression, just jokes.
Funny things happen.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
I don't think it's bad. I mean, for some people it's really relaxing, but it wasn't for me at the moment.
Okay.
Some things from seasonal that we follow. Okay, I watched Gleipnir as usual. Finn is not here to comment, but it was very etchy episode. So
Oh my.
they censored it again, but it was fine. All story parts that are important are in there. Nothing was missing on that part.
That's good.
They very faithfully following the manga in that regard. Ticket, you watched Tower of God new episode?
Yeah, I watched the new episode of Tower of God and Arte.
There was the explanation at the beginning that I was speaking last time. That was missing.
You said last time that a lot of the motifs and what is driving a character is missing, and they implemented it in this episode. Kind of a bit later on than it was introduced in the webtoon.
No,
but overall,
it was not missing too. It was not too late. Let's just say it like that. I would just like they brought it a bit sooner, because the fight that happens between the princess of Jahad it has more meaning from the beginning then.
Yeah.
But it was fine.
Yeah,
overall.
the episode was fun. We saw, I think, the character's name is Hoch, the one with the one horn.
With Horn, yeah, the jealous one.
Yeah, but we saw some background on him that was quite.
Actually, that was better introduced than in webtoon. You're starting to get motivations from him and why he's on edge whenever he's with the main character over sooner than in webtoon. In webtoon, it was starting to be a little annoying. He was always annoyed by him, but talking good with him. And there was no explanation why is that happening. Just at the end of that arc.
So actually they
have good director.
A bit later, but they put that motivation before the ending of the arc.
Only thing that actually makes me happy about Tower of God is they have good director and pacing how they doing the webtoon. That I'm thinking they're gonna they will show this better than in webtoon. That's why I have some hope for second seasons that should screen second part of webtoon.
And if this one goes well, we can hope for more.
Yes.
Made into shows, and let's hope for Function Z.
Oh man, that would be nice. That would be really nice.
Very nice.
I mean, some Chinese and Korean things are, well, they got the anime. I sent today one fight.
Yeah, the Chinese fighting scene.
Oh yeah.
It's not.
They animate that very, very well. What else?
Well, Arte.
I don't know what to add to that actually. This was peaceful episode. I mean,
yeah, it's wholesome.
It was wholesome. It was nothing new to add. It's everything that we mentioned before. Just watch it. It's really good story.
It's kind of a lucky coincidence that as some things get delayed.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Arte that has been released can now have a bit of the spotlight and shine through, and hopefully get and reach out to some people, because I really think it's one of the better animes that we had this season.
Yeah, and
I honestly believe that.
And production is finished. Nothing will be delayed.
Yeah, I mean, it's not better than Gleipnir, definitely.
I don't know. It's very different genre. It's very different genre.
Yes.
Comparing apples to oranges. So,
yeah. Oh, one is historic on a slice of life. Other is I don't know actually what to put Gleipnir. It's sane and fluffy bunny mecha.
Yeah. I was also investigating a bit behind the name Gleipnir, and it's obviously the net that holds Fenrir, the wolf from Norse mythology. So the name
it
is
will.
also very symbolic.
Yeah. Many actually mentioned that, but didn't get any notice of that at the start of the show and manga. It comes after, let's just say like that.
Okay.
One more thing. Demon Slayer manga is finished. It's done.
Oh.
Last,
So
chap-
what will-
last chapter
It's
was
on my reading list then.
205th. It is done.
So what? Second season and it's over.
Whoa! What second season? Well, I think they have material for at least. Well, they dropping this arc in the movie after the first season finished, and then they will go with another season. I think they have material for at least one more season or two movies. So Ufotable will make this almost like they did with Fate Zero, Fate Unlimited Blade Works, maybe movies.
Unlimited budget
works. They can easily do it like that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to know.
Speaking of things that are finished, I have decided to come back to the Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on
Oh,
Titan, because
That's a surprise.
I knew from the start that there is an ending to the story, and ever since a few months back, the mangaka said, okay, they're gonna allow me to finish it.
well,
So I'm not gonna be left hanging with that one. So I'm gonna read it up, and after I'm done reading, I'm gonna watch the shows.
it's good. It's good.
I know it's good, but the pain. of
I
watching
know.
it.
I'm just hoping it doesn't come to a certain ending that I liked in one anime that might happen in Attack of Titan.
What do you mean?
Did you read the last chapters of the manga?
I haven't. I stopped with just as they left the wall. So I'll be starting.
Okay. I'm
that
not spoiling
up again.
anything. You have a lot of good story. I mean, you should
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
anime. Anime covered it quite well.
Yeah, but I want to read it.
Okay. It's on. I mean, it's your choice on what media. It's easier to consume.
Reading it allows me for multitasking, so I can listen to a quality podcast like this one while reading it. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I agree on that. I agree.
Shameless plug.
We must
Sub
do
will be
that.
up. Sub will be up. Sub on YouTube will be down. Like, share, subscribe, stuff.
Also,
You have all links under the stream.
Also, we had a new follower from, I believe, last podcast. Hook me, please.
Oh yeah,
So shouting out to him.
when we were offline. Oh,
Yay.
And
Well-
besides that, yeah, I mentioned last week I finished Claymore. I'm probably gonna read the manga. Anikron was quite insistent on it.
It's good, man. It's really good.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't if there was any hope of they making anime.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying anything. We saw things like Full Metal Panic literally 11 years after getting that freaking third season.
Yeah, that's true.
I should give that a watch.
Yeah, it's
It's good. I
it's
personally
waiting literally on my PC.
I think the third season was a bit like meish, but there are a lot of reasons why you would watch it and like it.
I didn't watch. I actually read the manga.
Oh,
I was following the manga the moment I saw there would be no anime, and I mean it was already 5 years span from second season they put out.
yeah.
Little hope was there, but suddenly some of the animes, some of the manga actually got that the last season thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the Gray Man, almost got finished, but I will not get into that.
Yeah.
That's like getting in Hunter x Hunter thing, hiatus and things that happens always.
And here I am still.
It comes hard to producing such thing.
Yeah, and here I am waiting in the dark, hoping for the third season of Spice and Wolf.
Well, you should start reading the light novel.
Yeah,
And you keep waiting.
Yeah, I'll probably just do
You
that.
know,
It was funny to me they actually dropped that VR anime.
That's unusual.
Have any of you saw that?
Yeah, I saw it. Obviously, I haven't played it.
Uncle Hawk?
no. What
They-
are we talking about?
Many streamed actually on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like a game, but interaction was minimal, and you were just experiencing from the eyes of, I think, main character.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Dragonite?
Yeah.
I mean, it was an interactive. It was a VR interactive visual novel.
In a way, yeah.
Huh.
It's interesting. I mean, it's
a great concept.
It's a natural progression of the VN.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting way they showed something like a spin-off.
Yeah.
It was not anything from light novel as I remember. They just tried to reconstruct some experience from that world with those characters, nothing else.
Yep.
Okay, what else? Hawk, what did you say? What you watched last?
I have a side thing that I got my hands on.
Yeah.
The Melty Blood actress, blah 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 blah, final current code, whatever.
Oh.
And the version of it that is playable online, and it works.
Oh.
And it's beautiful.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like a 1,000-year-old game, but
so,
it still looks beautiful.
Hey, Melted Blood is still. I think I saw people streaming it.
Yeah. I watched one of the fighting game community people stream it, and it's great. And the thing with it is the mod they made for the game is a bit weird on how it works, but it works, and it's great.
Yeah, does it have more of a hardcore audience, or is
it's very hardcore.
It's very hardcore audience.
Yeah, figured as much.
As much as Dinosaurs. I mean, the only medium that I found about Melty Blood, I never played the game. I knew about the game. I was more interested in story.
Yeah.
So I found, I think, 2 manga that exist for Melty Blood. I can't even remember anymore. The Dinosaurs kind of melted.
Yeah.
Is that with the Gun God?
Spin of Dinosaurs into the French bread territory.
Yeah.
French bread is the developer for that game, and under 19 births or whatever it's called. The other one.
I thought it was about the gun. I thought it was about that Gun God, or
no. The original Melty Blood started with Wallachia story.
The ancestors.
Da.
The ancestors.
Yeah. Wallachia story was.
Anyhow, we don't talk about the moon right now.
We don't talk about the moon. Yes, we're gonna have a spin-off podcast about the moon.
Yes,
we're gonna get really deep that rabbit hole.
We're gonna talk about the moon more over there.
And what we were saying, first topic, Masters and Servants from Just Face Day Night?
Yes, the Dean Stay Night, I would suggest.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm up for that.
Are you sure you want to go that one?
Yes. First that one.
Then
Later,
Fate Zero.
the other one.
We will talk about this, but I like it overall. Okay. You two mentioned a genre talk today.
Yeah.
Before the movies. What you had in mind?
I just like discussing some anime genres that we like, recommending some stuff that are in those genres, and maybe even why we like them. So we kind of had an idea that we could do this every week, like talk about a specific genre and recommend a couple of things. So we might as well start
but
somewhere.
I was thinking more in the vein of things that are specific to anime, like mecha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fair.
When you're saying on mecha, and I mentioned before, I was starting to think that I might have watched mecha genre more than any other genre ever. Just by the content. I mean, Gundam is 40 years old. Actually, many of shows that I've watched are have 40 years material.
Yeah. Man, are Metabots mecha?
In a way,
They
yeah.
kind of are. Yeah, that was my childhood anime.
It's a robot anime, but yeah, it is mecha in a way.
Yeah. Good memories.
Technically,
Technically.
technically, but it's a mecha anime.
Yeah. I'm currently watching genres on my anime list, and some of them scares me that they are even included as genre. Like
Really?
Police, Dementia. What the hell?
Yeah, well, that's our people, the weebs that put the things they noticed in some show that it whatever.
Hey, you know what? I like they included the kids genre. Something that you actually can put there.
Really?
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Oh god.
No. We will not get there.
Sorry, but
I was thinking about what genre you're most. I don't know how to say this.
Interested in?
No, not that. What you consume the most of anime genre?
Slice of life.
Really?
Yeah, I actually like that the most.
Well, yeah. From him, I'm not.
No. I was not surprised that he likes slice of life the most.
But I'm actually not surprised that he watches mostly slice.
Yeah. When think about it,
from what he talks about.
Yeah, but to be honest, I mean, I'm watching a lot of different stuff. Obviously, like the Fate, like now I'm gonna watch Elfen Lied again.
Yeah.
I'm reprising that. Claymore I also watch. But I really like stories that are like Spice and Wolf, Violet Evergarden, Nichio, Mahotsukai no Yome. They all have sub-genre of Spice of Life, but they are not necessarily
But Fate has it too. When I introduced you to Fate Stay Night, the big part of that franchise, actually the first thing they made was the slice of life.
Yeah, I mean my first night with Fate Stay Night. That's not real. was playing the visual novel, and I just remember like Anacron walking up in the morning to me and just like going, "You're still awake," and I was just like, "Wait, it's 2 in the morning." No, idiot, it's 8 in the morning. I was just like, my eyes were through the window, and I was just like, "Where the hell is there sunshine?"
Oh yeah, visual novels work that way, especially something from Nasu.
That's why I avoid them like the
But this sounded like I'm putting people on some drugs, like, well, anime is not far from that, but in good way.
I mean, I think it'll be more correct to say that I like anime that have slice of life elements to it.
Yeah.
speaking of slice of life, my personal favorite would be Silver Spoon.
Oh, Silver Spoon is
Yes.
great.
Such a good story.
Yeah. No. Uh, sorry.
Also on anime, I'm waiting for the third season.
Let me correct myself. The best slice of life would be Silver Spoon. My favorite is still Great Teacher Onizuka.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Because that was my life for a while.
But Great Teacher Onizuka has that. I would call it almost hyper reality thing about Onizuka. It's himself.
Yeah.
That show is so deep in the uncanny valley
Yeah.
that it jumps right out.
Yeah, I just remember Anikron showed me the first episode when he's breaking literally the wall. And it's just like, God damn, there's a lot of symbolism in just that scene.
Yes.
And Great Teacher Onizuka is on my list. I'm gonna start watching it after I finish
I
it.
was so angry when I was listening to one other podcast when they said you just need to skip the first episode of Nizuka. It's literally, if you watch that episode, you will know that you will like that show or not. Very easy.
It's one of the few shows that actually gives you everything in the first.
Yes.
What's wrong with the first episode?
Nothing.
It says everything in the first sentence.
It says everything.
I am Eki Chunizuka, 22-year-old virgin, looking for a job.
You start off with the biography and see if this like.
If anything else, I would recommend, if you don't have any time, just watch that first episode. It's worth it.
Yeah. It's a show unto itself.
But now that you mention Izuka and actually him as a character, Gintama very well continues that kind of character.
Yeah, but like Gintama is the primordial soup
No,
that holds everything and makes the ultimate grand parody of everything.
That was well put.
Actually, it's the it's on the other end. It's the
the end of the universe.
Conversion of all things into one.
Conjunction, yeah.
I
can understand that.
What do they call it in the Evangelion? The instrumentality culture.
Oh
yes.
Let's not get into that rabbit hole.
But my favorite kind of anime to watch. The psychological and mindfuckery in general.
Interesting. Is martial arts the second best?
Those are not mutually exclusive.
Fair enough.
You should watch Baki. You should watch Baki.
Oh God,
I know it's disgusting.
Yes, it is. People are
and
drawn.
I love it.
Now I'll throw something really disgusting. That came up to my mind because I literally today watched some AMV with Bucky.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are drawn like ugly bastards from hentai.
Yes, because most fighters start to look like that after a while.
You obviously haven't seen Kenshiro. Actually, the Fist of the North Star, my bad.
Excuse me. Kenshiro is an idealization of a fighter. In
a way.
In Baki, all the fighters are more or less realistic. If we exclude the over musculature that is in the art.
Yeah, they have that JoJo-ish thing a bit.
The over great musculature and stuff, but the concept of the characters, because you can believe those guys can do that stuff.
No. That's true. Actually, I watched Baki, but I watched something of old stuff.
The old OVA.
Yeah.
That's
what I know of Baki.
There's the new
I know.
Netflix show, and they say it's pretty decent. And speaking of another fighting anime, I should start watching Kengan Ashura.
Yes, I really want to start that one.
And fighting is the second favorite.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then from that, what would be the favorite anime or few anime shows from the things you mentioned as your favorite genre?
Well,
I'm not telling that you make a list. This is the first,
no,
second. I
thinking
actually
about-
hate the lists like that.
I'm thinking about what's my favorite at this very moment, and I would have to go with Katanagatari.
True. I was just
Because
wondering.
it has both. It has both.
Yeah. I was just wondering what is the next one of mixed martial art and psychological fuckery.
Yeah, because in my time watching the Monogatari series, I have to relax my brain, so I watch an episode of Katanagatari.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And I mean, the psychological torture that the characters in that show go through is interesting. And the color palette of that show helps reduce all of the damage that is coming off the screen, of the sound.
One big thing, that's the writer of Monogatari series.
Yes, I know.
So
That's
yeah,
why
I'm even more happy that I was forcing you on Monogatari now than before. When I found out that connection. So yeah, pick it. Slice of life.
Yeah.
I
I mean, there is a lot of amazing stuff there, like Violet Evergarden, Nichio, Arte is now one of the ongoing slice of life animes.
Yeah, but we all know it's Spice and Wolf for
obviously.
you, isn't it?
Spice and Wolf isn't my favorite anime of all time. Yeah, just that. But like Snafu is amazing.
Snafu is really good.
I
Snafu is
haven't
really
seen that
good.
actually.
You should. It's a high school romancy slice of life, but it's so well written. It's gonna pull out your heart. You're gonna see it on the table, ticking lovely, and someone's gonna butcher it and just like stick it back
That's
in
that's
place.
no.
That's normal, all fucked up.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's beautiful in a good way.
I don't.
No,
I disagree with everything you said.
No. You missed the joke, because that's an acronym used in the Urban Dictionary.
Yep.
Snafu.
Yep.
Something
Situation
nice.
normal, all fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much. Very
I
much
thought
so.
it was. I always thought it was something like something nice and fucked up.
No. It's even used in military jargon.
Yeah.
But
it's
yeah.
an amazing anime. I highly
Main
recommend it.
character is very unique. Let's just say like that. In a specific way. There's still,
God, this looks too cute. I cannot.
believe me, that's really secondary thing.
Okay. I'll trust you guys.
Absolutely.
You can easily start watching that and think, oh, just one more guy that's depressed, don't talk too much with people. No. This guy likes to say things that you don't usually hear from. Almost Kazuma-like, but in a bit more realistic scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. I might give it a watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
I might.
we got new follower.
One of us.
Empire moves. Thank you for following.
Thank you for following.
Okay.
Yeah, and besides that, like Mahotsukai no Yome,
Yeah.
Book of Friends,
Book of Friends.
also amazing.
Yet again, it's mix of slice of life and one more genre that's more prominent. It's fantasy. Especially it's folklore fantasy, Japanese folklore fantasy.
Wait, what's the definition of seinen?
Seinen,
Mature.
Yeah,
Mature.
aimed at mature male audience.
Okay.
It's just mature. It's not specifically put for male.
I think it's
No.
specifically. Okay.
One of the best slice of life animes, Agretsuki.
Well,
Yeah.
seinen.
Well,
Oh, actually,
yeah,
yes, you are right. For young men.
Young adults.
But still.
Yeah, but you mentioned I have been corrected. The best slice of life anime is Agretsuko, right? Yes, indeed.
It's really something special. Gretsuko is so hit right to the home.
I mean, as a singer who covers Black Sabbath, I really sympathize with her because the rehearsals are my freedom as well.
As a guy who used to work for a company, I absolutely agree with her.
No. Everyone in that specific age experienced some, if not everything, from that show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even now.
Yeah.
It's simple like that. No, Gretsuko is 100% on the recommendation list to anyone.
I got a question. I know that on Netflix there are only 20 episodes. Is the anime finished or is it currently ongoing and in works?
We don't know.
It's anime original, I think. There is no
it's
source
Netflix
material.
original. Yeah.
Not real sure about it, but I don't know if they're gonna make any more.
Because I know that 100 episodes are planned.
No.
Maybe.
There are shorts. There are some specific shorts that are already 100 episodes that have nothing with this. I haven't found out that where you can watch those episodes, but this is the original series. Those are like those things.
Comic strips. They're comic strips from the newspapers.
Practically.
One row. That's it. Whole story.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have 2 seasons and 1 OVA, I think.
Yeah.
That Christmas OVA is special.
That OVA was amazing.
Okay, I just found out something interesting.
Yes.
Share.
Chobits is classified as a seinen.
What's that?
Well,
Well,
let me bring you to actually 2000 what?
What?
Oh damn!
What was I? 7 years old back then? 8.
Let me see. 2001.
Oh god. Okay, I was very close. I'm glad that.
And it's interesting. It's a romantic comedy, slice of life, seinen manga and anime about a guy who came to a big city to work, and their personal computers that are in human form. And he finds one in a street, and he starts living with it.
Wait, you said
That's
she.
pretty much it.
Yeah, and you start her with pressing the button somewhere interesting. Anyways,
you have to turn her on.
Uncle Hawk, can you just your input needs to be a bit.
I'm spiking.
No.
Okay,
Your volume is a bit low.
Is it?
A bit.
Yep.
Let me check.
But yeah,
Chobits,
it's really weird. It's something I watched in my literally when I started actively watching anime. Oh, now it's good. Now it sounds good.
Ooh.
Good.
Yeah, it's specific story with people that they have their robot girls.
Yeah.
It's practically like that.
That's interesting.
It's old show. I don't know. I remember it as fun. It was very long time ago. Literally, well, almost 20 years now. Then.
Yeah. Wait, there was also one archaic anime you recommended to me. It was the Sword Art before Sword Art.
Ah, yes, Hex Sign.
Yeah. Heck.
Generally all Heck anime, but Heck Sign was kind of the first one that I watched of Heck series. I'm not even sure if it is first.
It is. It is. The Hack series is the first show that worked on the topic of living in an MMO.
Yeah.
It's
But
not the first
they were
isekai,
not
of
even
course,
living.
nor the best isekai.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good series. For me, it's a bit melancholic story, especially because it deals with mystery more than the leveling up and things like that. It's that part is kind of secondary a bit. It's more like there was a story that was mentioned that someone actually died in a game, or in prison they never returned, and communities in an MMO and how that story works. Literally that. But think the people are a bit more serious about that, not that all children just playing that.
Okay.
It is a Japanese story, not Western.
Yeah, so no Asmongold.
No Asmongold.
Well, that's gonna get our asses.
But you gotta give him credit. He is entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't mention anything from my favorites.
I know. Fate.
I mean, I literally no. I said actually
Mechas?
thing that I watched the most. Not that is my actual favorite, but Mecha. Thing that I watched on VHS long time ago. The Robotech.
Yep.
Literally, next thing that drove me closer to anime was Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing probably, even if I don't think it's the best of Gundam I watched, it's
my favorite.
It's my favorite.
It has a special place in my heart.
Exactly that. It's too close to home. I mean, I watched dub and sub. That Cartoon Network Toonami dub. I think I can literally word to word say whole first episode.
Yeah, I think that's the entire Gundam series kind of bypassed me.
Yeah,
I never knew it existed until like 5 years ago when you showed me something. And I was just like, okay, this is like a retro, and this is something that came before. Was it before Voltron?
The Voltron?
Yeah. You were talking to me when you showed me the new.
Oh yeah, the new Voltron.
New
Because
Voltron.
there's the old Voltron show.
Yeah, there's old Voltron show.
Yeah.
I can't remember when actually Gundam started. It's really old. I watched all of them.
79.
Yeah. I literally watched all of them. And 79 is anime. Manga is even before, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think manga is 56. Something.
There's the clash. Who first imagined the lightsabers or the beam sabers?
Oh no, that's the Americans. That's the
I know.
Because Flash Gordon.
Yeah, I know, but the communities on the internet are crazy about that.
Not that one. The original.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Flash Gordon.
It was more fight about did Star Wars first started showing that or Gundam, not that who created.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gundam Wing. I mean, it's just close to the heart. On things, I don't know what else. I mean, my favorite is still Full Metal Alchemist, and I never mecha always come with the military genre, and that followed the things I really watched in the early anime days. Something followed like Full Metal Panic, Full Metal Alchemist. Always had that part. Okay. Anything else?
Speaking of combinations,
Yeah.
A psychological mech anime that stayed with me forever and will stay with me forever. Will pierce through the heavens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
For
good
you
old.
who are unaware
Wait,
of what piercing the heavens means,
Ticket.
go watch it.
You watched Gurren Lagann?
Actually, didn't finish it, and I'm ashamed.
Oh God.
I should.
How?
Oh.
No. Here was my usual process until we agreed to do this podcast, and I was just like, okay, I actually need to fucking finish stuff.
Oh fuck yeah! Now I'm even more glad that we started this.
I would usually watch a shitload of anime at a moment. To a point, I was like watching 10 of them per week.
Yeah, you're not a.
And
not
then
mad.
it would come that cycle when I'd had either a shit ton of work to do because adulting, or I'd had exams, and I dropped them, and I forget about them.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm catching up on a lot of stuff. That's actually I watched Fist of the North Star, and I watched the first I think around 50 episodes, right about when Ray dies.
Okay.
And
I almost wanted to say no spoilers, but that's really old.
Yeah.
If I watched it in 2000.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I got a lot of catching up to do. But now I'm kind of.
Still, I'm confused.
Yeah,
How
I
did
know.
you not finish?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Dagen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
I
Because
remember
you
that
sit
we
down, you watch it, and you go
yes,
away.
but we were at your place drunk.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I had to kick you out. Go home. Fair
I was
enough.
like,
Fair enough.
what was I watching? It was amazing.
Good times, but now okay. Now I
Yeah.
understand that you're going by seasonal thing. I mean, when they
Yeah.
finish, while you're watching them, then
Yeah.
both of
And
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
At
still
least,
want
at
to
least
watch.
one season. Watch it
Yeah.
and go away.
Yeah. And I still want to watch like Space Captain Harlock, Grand Teacher Onizuka, Gintama, which is obviously going to be a feat by itself.
Gintama,
so-
I'm late like season or two now. That's how I watched all the Gintama. I mean,
I like stopped watching Gintama when the old show was going.
man, it's so good. It is
I know,
so
it's,
good.
but
That is one of the rare shows that's now quite long that I would really push people to see. Skip the first 3 episodes that some asshole of director thought that can do better job than the writer of manga, and start watching that, and it's really good. You can actually skip a lot of things. Some movies cover part of the series too.
I have a question for everybody.
Yes.
Saito Hajime from Gintama or Saito Hajime from Kenshin?
I haven't watched Genshin, so I cannot say about it.
This
is Kenshin from Gintama. It's just badass. His characterization wasn't that influential in the whole story. He had his moments, but still, a lot of those things are parody in Gintama. Even all the badassery that happens with Shinsegumi.
Yeah.
As character,
I mean the Shinsegumi in general.
Yeah.
Wherever you see them.
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, Saito in Kenshiro is much more important in that
And
regard.
now you reminded me of another anime I should watch.
Yeah.
Inuyasha.
Welcome. Oh, yeah. Big
Which one?
news. Inuyasha is coming back.
Wait, what? Seriously?
No, yep. Inuyasha is coming back.
No, yep, what's that sentence? Give me,
Nope,
give me
yep.
facts.
Inuyasha is coming back, I think. I don't know, it's manga or anime. Let me just check. And it's with kids of those two.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
They announced it like last week, I think. I mean, they had that final season. Yeah, anime. Anime is coming back. The daughters of Senshomaru and Inuyasha. So it's not literally daughters of two brothers, two demon brothers.
Ooh la
Cool,
la.
cool.
Okay, I like this. I mean, I really like Inuyasha.
Speaking of things we didn't ask for, but we didn't know we needed, what about Pennywise the statue?
Oh God,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Japan, please.
Japan, stop.
That gave me nightmares last.
No, they just made. Japan takes some horror-like thing, even if they have their even.
There's actually a line of those statues with I don't know Freddy Krueger and Jason from Friday the 13th and
And what they
Mike
and
Myers.
what they kawaii that shit up and it's still horrid.
That's this is not horror. This will get Rule 34.
Yes. Yes.
True.
No.
Absolutely true.
Those two are not mutually exclusive.
I should use that more often.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, Inuyasha is coming back, so that's literally a blast from the past.
Okay, so I got
but-
a lot of catching up to do. Still hoping for that spicy.
Who knows? Who knows, man? I mean, when they start lacking ideas, they go to old stuff.
Yeah. So there's hope for Claymore as well.
I really hope so.
Yeah, but I'm literally waiting
Oh
for.
my god,
I'm waiting for a lot of animes to get their third seasons, like Snapu, Silver Spoon.
Okay. Some of those things will get.
Yeah.
But for a lot of them, you should stop hoping and just move on. Then they appear from nowhere.
Yeah, I just
Right,
had,
as soon
I
as
just
you
had
forget
a,
about them.
Yeah, Hook, what do you want?
I just had a wonderful idea
Yeah,
about Claymore. Put it in an RPG.
that would be awesome. And
Put
Wait,
the
that-
island into an RPG setting.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be goddamn amazing.
No, you haven't read the manga yet, but this not much of a spoiler. The entire story happens on a cross-shaped island, and that's a part of the world, and it doesn't. The entire manga doesn't go beyond that island.
Practically. That's why I want even continuation of that story too.
Anything,
Last-
give
the
me
last-
something.
The last time I saw a cross in anime, it was in Battle Tendency.
Oh, no.
So I'm gonna keep silent about that.
Now you remind me actually, Hawk on Hunter x Hunter. That's exactly what you get at the end of anime.
Yeah.
It is whole story. It's like on a 0.1% of whole world beyond literally the gate.
Like, here's the thing: like the West is gonna make a show, it's gonna elaborate on the entire world, and an anime is gonna get a show that's gonna go with one island to heaven and infinity.
Aneurysm.
Aneurysm. Okay, how about we get to the movie or movies? What we watched?
Yes. Okay, so I watched all of the movies.
Okay, let's start the one that we all watched.
Yes.
About
Yeah.
that.
Omae, Umasō, Dana.
Yeah,
Omae,
Umasō
Umasō,
Dana.
Holy shit! I never thought that Kung Fu Dinosaurs would be so cool.
I mean,
You showed us one RPG session that we played one night, a bit
Yeah.
of that anime,
yeah.
and said something. Yeah, it's like Land Before the Time.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like
Well,
Last Before Time.
Yeah,
Man, I enjoyed this movie.
Yes.
absolutely.
It's,
It's really good.
it just fills your heart with warmth and good and
Let me say one thing.
And badassery.
It didn't start like that.
Yeah, I mean the premise of the movie is that you have dinosaurs, so it's a prehistoric world,
Yeah.
and a herbivore finds a carnivore egg and starts to raise him up like his child. However, there are a lot of problems there because he's gonna eat meat and he cannot feast on the standard diet that are leaves and some sort of berries.
it's a thing about nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that line is through the entire story of the movie, and it doesn't say this is good, this is bad, and this is bad, and that is good.
It's nature.
Yeah.
It says we need it all to function.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think it's also a story that revolves a lot about growing up and
Yes.
coming to terms
Yeah,
with
very
yourself.
much so.
Realizing you are what you are and you cannot fight it.
Let
Yeah.
me stop you there because I would just want to initiate this with a certain scene from beginning that put me like, oh, this is getting serious.
Yeah, the anime.
nightmare?
No, the
No,
night.
no,
I have things to say about that scene.
we're gonna return to that scene, but the one moment where the dinosaur, the village or the herd,
Yeah, they trampled over
gets
the eggs.
attacked, and
Yeah.
the eggs get either stolen or trampled by carnivores. The movie shows you a front. No, this is not necessarily a very happy story. It's gonna have a good ending, but
It's like it's like Lion King except uncensored.
Yeah. You.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, even this movie is censored pretty much, but the concepts are not hidden at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I like it. They show. Oh no, this is the nature. This is how it works. The end.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't shy away from that.
Yeah.
What what got me laughing are heart's moments, shonen protagonist moments.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I like
And the
that's
training
all.
montages.
Yeah.
Okay, so the main character is called Heart,
Yeah.
and he's the carnivore in the story.
The
And his-
Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
A big mouth lizard.
Yeah, a big jaw. And
A big
he has
jaw.
a brother. Yeah, he has a brother whose name Light. So those are the names of the character that we had. There are a couple more, but they come later in the story.
That's most what you need, except
so-
the one that comes a bit later.
So when we say Heart, we are referring to the main protagonist of the movie.
One of
Harto.
them.
Let's call him Harto.
Hato.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, since the movie isn't dubbed, it's just subs. There's no dub of this movie.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it at all.
It
I
was
mean-
great. It was
Yeah.
great. I saying again, it really took me by surprise. I didn't expect to enjoy this movie this much.
Another thing I got from this movie, a flashback to a simpler time, back when animation was 2D, cell animation
Yes.
with simple shapes,
You know, I felt
simple
like
recognizable
yeah,
shapes.
I absolutely
And it's so well done.
I absolutely felt like a kid again, but yet this movie could be recommended from no problem someone older.
No,
Yeah.
this is a movie you watch with your kid.
Yes.
You see that? Don't do that. You see that? You do that.
No. Just watch the movie.
That was the movie.
Yeah. Watch the movie.
Okay, little T-Rex grows up. Think about his meat need. Let's call it like that. Starts coming up, so he moves on. He's out to the herd of herbivore. And that growing up whole segment of him growing up is genius.
I have to be big. I have to be strong.
Strong.
I can't give up.
And like the reason why he has to leave the herd is because the herbivores are starting to realize he is gonna eat us.
No. That's why the herd left. But he decided to leave his family because he realized he was gonna eat them.
Yeah, and also before that, was it before or after when he met Baku?
Baku he met
That's
right
when he meet
before he
Baku
will
is-
leave.
Yeah.
The thing.
Genza the
that scene.
short-tailed and Baku the one-eyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I really had so good connection with all characters here. I mean, when they first introduced Baku, there were already similarities with Haruto.
Yes.
You could see he's probably what they mentioned a lot later.
Yeah, that's the nature part.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you're a monster that can eat everybody, if you're a hero, if you're a descendant of a hero, you will be a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was so interesting to me. They implemented that kind of story part with all the nature thing, and it worked so well.
And like hats off, this was one of the better training montages I've saw in a long time.
Yes.
Which one?
When he's train,
No.
Oh, yeah,
He's
you're
asking
Because
all
there's
of
two
them.
of them.
all of
because when Umasō shows up,
yeah,
Who is a herbivorous child of a carnivore who was a child of a herbivore.
a little baby Ankylosaurus.
yeah, he's also small and spiky, adorable.
And way too cute.
Hard shell.
Yeah,
He's a hard shell.
Oh god.
yeah.
I'm starting to wonder who will be the Umasō when they went with training montage of Heart, and then suddenly the character appears from literal nowhere.
Yeah.
Also, if
Yeah,
anyone
yep.
want to see Umasō for reference, I put it in the chat. You're welcome.
Yeah. Of course, Heart starting to act literally like his mother. I mean, the mother that he grew up with.
Yeah, that instinct kicks in.
Yeah, to be a parent is in every living thing. But okay, it's more. This is a fable, so it's the story is about humans.
Yes,
They are. Yes, the dinosaurs are anthropomorphized.
No.
No,
I'm not talking about anthropomorphization. I'm talking about the characters are humans, and being an outsider in a society and thinking you're worse for it.
Yeah.
You know, my skin is dark. My skin is dark. My skin is rough. My teeth are sharp.
Man, this was perfect because we were just getting off the B-Stars train.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No. This is really good in that.
Yeah, this is more on the side of proper animals.
Yeah.
So let's not forget about brand new animal. I also got download.
Yeah, no, you should watch that. I will not comment about BNA after at least someone of you watch what came in.
That one's gonna wait.
Yeah, as soon as I finish with my exams, I'm catching up.
We're not in hurry.
Yeah.
We need topics. There will be some
content.
Actually, I thought one of the podcasts will be just the trigger. It deserves to be.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Okay.
Back to Umasō.
back to little cute shell
Let
dinosaur.
us talk about the nightmare. Tell me about your nightmare.
Oh damn!
Okay, so
Both
the
of them.
nightmare. Okay, so the nightmare in the movie resolves around Hart calling out to his mother, and she said, "You eaten me." And there's a
You
scene
ate
where,
us.
You ate us.
yeah,
Yeah.
you ate us. And there's a scene where his brother and his mother are in his stomach, and he's like sweating, waking up, and realizing, okay, I should probably
Go
get
eat.
out of the way because I'm probably gonna harm them because of my instincts.
I wouldn't agree about they are humans till I watched the nightmare scene. That really resonate with me.
Yeah,
That-
that one hits pretty low.
That hits hard, man. Literal, the growing up part, the moving away from home, all of it. Accepting
And then
accepting who you are. I mean, by all
Yeah.
bases.
I mean, there are a lot of beautiful, wholesome scenes in this movie, but it's not really for those who are faint of heart in some moments. Yes.
we have the other nightmare.
Oh, now I'm
The
forgetting.
The second one when he's sleeping with Umasō
Oh,
between the rocks, and then he wakes up again in a sweat and starts and goes for a hunt.
yeah.
When he's dreaming of the falling red berries,
Oh,
like in
yes.
the first one, and then the kid calls him dad and stuff, and he wakes up, puts Umasō on a cliff, and the coloration changes from the dark blue and green to red. And that's the moment when he realizes, I might hurt this kid. I gotta send him away from me.
Yeah, but then comes the second training montage.
Yeah, but
It's
just a second before that, it was Umasō's decision about staying. Okay, I will stay. If you're gonna stay, you're gonna train.
Yeah.
There need to be some balance in that. He felt he need to go. At least to help him some way, like a parent.
I'm gonna let you. I have to let you go, but I'm not gonna let you go to get eaten. I'm gonna let you go so you can go and take care of yourself.
Things came up when they actually met the real Big Jaw. All the talk. After that, there was that nightmare, if I remember.
Yeah. And let's not forget about the old man of the mountain.
Yeah, the Big Jaw, the true Big Jaw is that one.
Yeah. Baku is the second Big Jaw.
Yeah, you're correct. I missed that, but now I realize.
Yeah. And there is the Big Jaw of the sea.
Oh yes, the Rero.
No, Paru Paru.
Rero, it's Pero.
Pero, yeah. Pero, not Rero.
Of course, as soon as we say Rero, people are coming in like.
We can't pass this without JoJo reference.
Yeah, they are saying, was that JoJo reference? Let's get in.
It is inevitable.
Yeah.
We talk about anime, JoJo is inevitable. Period.
Today, dinosaurs. Except if they put dinosaurs in JoJo.
Well.
Actually, that wouldn't surprise me too much.
Yeah, no, that would be a regular thing. So there was Pero, the
amphibious
Loch Ness monster.
Loch Ness monster, yeah, but that was all after all the chaos that happened with Umasō when he went away.
You know, here's our JoJo Wikipedia.
Expert.
Oh damn!
Sixth is
okay.
Dinosaur. Part 7 actually. So thank you, Lord Orcus on
that. Anywho's, yes, the meeting with Pero happens after Umasō and Hart leave the how do we call? What's the place called? It's called the Valley of the Mountain of the Egg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something,
Valley of the Mountain of the Egg.
Something like that.
Because they're banished by the big guy who is in the local king, Baku the One-Eyed.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Heart beat up other big jaws in the local area to save his kid. So yeah, shoo, go away. Don't make me bite you.
Yeah.
They go away, have a fun romp, fall off a cliff. A Loch Ness monster saves them.
Yeah,
They live with Loch Ness monster for a while.
All that sea adventure was like the romance for Harto.
Yeah, and that
looked
time
like
skip.
it looked absolutely like a beach episode.
Yeah, but I love how they presented the time skip.
Ah, yes.
With the moon and the moon was changing, but like pages were turning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was really well done.
Yeah.
Interesting to see.
And yeah, the Valley of Exile, whatever you want to call that.
The Valley of the Mountain of the Egg.
I cannot say that. Oh. Now, the natural thing that happens in every dinosaur story.
Oh yeah, I sorry. We need to also address something. They really did the chain of food sequence.
The Circle of
The Circle of
Life.
Life, yeah.
I
sorry.
mean, we already mentioned they
Yeah.
they showed the nature how it is. That's simple.
But they did one scene with the insect eating a seed and the mouse eating the insect and the bird eating the mouse and then a pterodactyl eating the bird.
Oh yeah. No, I'm jumping on volcano.
Yeah.
Thing.
There has to be a volcano, of course.
Yeah.
Since a meteor would be too much.
Earth was messy.
Ouch.
So it's like real life right now.
That meteor joke.
Then they have Megubin from Konosuba that started the parting of continents.
Yes.
Bakret, la la la.
And also there was a moment where Heart and Umasō part on a very strange way, and Umasō gets into trouble because Heart lets him go his way.
No, we said that.
We talked
about that.
Yeah.
When he beat the little jaws, let us say like that, because he let him go. That's why the whole second training montage was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he
Yeah,
had to let him go.
yeah. Sorry, I got that. That was the Baku remembrance.
We mentioned that's why Baku banished them. Because all now eruption of volcano, they return where they shouldn't, because they were banished, to help the past. Well, how should we call them? Acquaintances?
Neighbors.
Yeah, neighbors from hell.
So the big company came to take down our suburbia neighborhood, and we're gonna try and help our neighbors get new places to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, they do warn them, but it ends with certain duel in that valley against that short tail.
Yeah, Ginza. Poor Ginza.
Yeah, that was done like samurai duel, just with jaws.
Well, that one was decent. That one's one decent. Yeah, Yugi and Kaiba. That's pretty correct.
No, literally, they just
Time to the duel.
The slash, literally slash happens. The absolute 100% anime fight thing. two dinosaurs pass each other, one falls.
Yeah, we just needed a moment of split screen, and that would be
Oh my
perfect.
god, one
Yes.
dinosaur.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
But that's the first
Oh
duel.
my god, one dinosaur.
Yeah.
That's the first duel, but there's
That's the
another
first
one.
duel. Yeah. Well, that was partially because Baku starts to follow them,
Mhm.
and that's where he mentions, actually Big Joe mentions that he lost the egg.
Yeah.
That was included. It might be Harto that is his son.
It's foreshadowed, but it's never stated outright. Except
Yeah.
when the old man on the mountain says, "You know, you lost your egg. It could that one could be yours, you know."
I just apologize.
And Baku is yep.
Okay,
so
okay.
I apologize. I need to go for a minute.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Baku is yeah. So what? I'm the biggest, and I am the boss.
So he follows them, but that's for later continuation of that scene. Hart and Umasō come to the herd where his brother is.
Yeah, the herd where he grew up.
Yeah.
Well, where he was born or whatever, where he spent his childhood. Yeah, that's the word, childhood.
Except that brother recognized him and all. He used actually his nature to move them from the danger.
Yeah, he frightened them.
Yeah,
Because he's the big and scary thing. He's gonna eat us. Let's run away. That's the moment when we realize that Heart isn't just a heart; he's a brain too.
yeah. He chooses what he eats. That's later mentioned when he finds Mother closer to volcano.
Yes.
Uh,
And speaking of his mother,
Yeah, that was hiding with little ones.
yeah, and that's when Grandma meets her grandson, and she starts laughing at her kid because he's an idiot just like her.
Oh yeah. Oh well, brother comes in too, helps them because they would all fall from the cliff. Whole family gathering comes in that scene.
Yeah. The
Then
entire family comes together.
yeah, then the second duel comes in.
The entire family comes together. The Big Daddy.
The Big Daddy, Baku. Oh god, that fight was good.
That fight was Sakuga.
That fight was absolutely Sakuga.
It was
And
goddamn
we realized why they
welcome back.
did such simple character designs. So they can do that fight.
They used very well. I mean, the physicality of T-Rex.
Yeah, both the smaller and the larger one.
I don't know. Was it in Jurassic Park or I saw somewhere else? That scene when they mashing heads. That
Yeah,
was what used somewhere else in some recreation of fight with dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that scene. Not that they used the little one was faster, could hurt his legs and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's over exaggerated.
Of course.
The size difference and stuff, but
Hart
still.
literally did Bakugo from My Hero Academia in the spinning thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but he was training. He was training the tumbling on his head
True.
from the very beginning, from the first training montage, and Umasō was doing that too.
Oh yes. Oh. Yeah, and all old men accept the defeat. He was just happy to recognize him as his son, I think. At that moment, he kind of accepted the defeat, even he wasn't really done.
It's what they said in Star Wars Episode 8. Kill your past if you have to, but done well.
Okay, so that's another enemy on our list.
No, we will not get there.
Yeah, but that I mean, it's that same thing, except not stupid.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, Baku accepts his son for what he is. He sees a lot of himself in him. And I'm gonna get back to the ending a bit later.
Mother too recognize that he's probably from Baku.
Yep,
At the moment.
that was that.
And yeah, I mean, there's not much to tell. The nature takes his part.
Yeah, there was one moment that I really loved, and it was the false. I'm gonna call it the false snow.
Oh yes.
When
the false snow.
erupted.
Okay, the false snow. We got it.
God damn it! The volcano erupts and ash just covers everything. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Except for the burning parts, of course.
No, those are beautiful too, in their own way.
Iron Man.
In
their own way.
I mean, it is happy and bittersweet ending. They saved the herd, his mother and little ones. Yet
the son takes the father's place in the
Yeah.
hierarchy, and oh my god, it's like the real life. It's not a fantasy.
Yeah, because he says he cannot be with them. He can choose what he eats, but his nature
He's
will
not-
take over.
Yeah, he's not one of them.
Yeah,
He's what he is.
she will always be his mother. That doesn't change.
Yep.
Mhm.
They go their way. The one confusing thing about the last scene was with the Big Joe. When Big Joe says, "Oh, he returned."
Yeah, I don't think that Baku died.
Yeah, I was confused about that.
It was his voice.
At first I thought now that's the heart grown up. But they show literally after that. I mean, they show Umasō and Haruto
Somewhere else.
at that cliff. They always were. They watching sunset.
Yeah.
Let me check it just a moment,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you what it is.
That's the only thing I was confused.
Yeah, that was
This
the
is
thing.
during the credits, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
don't
it's
think so.
it is during the credits. At least I think it is. I know I saw it.
Yeah, this one that's hard.
That's hard. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's pass
It's
of
hard- it's
time
hard.
thing.
Okay.
It's the next.
Yeah.
Fair.
But you can see with the design of the snout, they're very similar, but as I said, the design is so well done because you can recognize the similarities of the familiar and the species,
Yeah.
but there's differences because Baku has much wider mouth, and his skin is darker.
Yeah. I thought this one was darker too. I don't know. Anyway, new Big Joe comes in. Even if they wanted to say the Baku return, in a way, Baku did return through Heart.
Yeah.
So
in that valley.
All in all, this movie is like Lion done better.
It's the eye of the T-Rex.
Oh, nice. I love it.
No. But yeah, it's really good movie. It's really good movie.
Highly recommending it.
No, I would definitely recommend
It's
this.
gotta be. And also,
Watch it as a kid. Watch it as an adult. Watch it with your kid as an adult. Watch it with you. Watch it as a kid with your parents. Whatever.
Great family movie, by all
Yes.
means. Great family movie.
And if you're ever worried if it's not appropriate for kids, yes, it is. Everything is censored except the ideas.
Perfectly enough.
Yeah, it's perfectly enough. Like stories are there to kind of frighten us when we're kids, so just we don't grow up. And
We watched some things when we were little that we shouldn't.
Yeah, like
Timba
Pinocchio.
me timbers.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, I still get nightmares from that Pinocchio scene.
I'm starting to dislike to actually get a mark on this movie.
I'm gonna give you mark for this movie. It's very tasty.
It's very tasty.
Yeah, it's Umasō.
It's Umasō.
Yeah.
It's very tasty.
Yeah, also we forgot about something, the great egg in the sky.
Oh yeah.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, now that we scientifically know that chickens evolved from T-Rexes, the question is what came first, the egg or the dinosaur?
The value of the mountain of the egg.
Well,
Yeah.
you needed to have that perfect, chicken soup, primordial soup where everything started.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we know now we know how the story of the chicken invaders started.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we're going. That one's a bit far.
Space is a big place.
True enough.
But if you race through space, will it be a very big space?
Okay. Shall we go for a few more movies, or shall we get this for the next one?
Well,
we can
we're
already-
at 140 at the moment, so
Yep. We might as well call it a day.
yeah, and save the rest for the next.
Yeah.
Yep.
We watched a few more, and well,
I didn't.
yeah, we're busy, and this is gonna help to
Oh my
spread
God,
this-
life is busy. Who would
to
have guessed that?
to
Those things
spread this
are
a bit. You can expect probably Moon Talk in meantime, maybe.
Yeah,
We
we're
could
probably
talk
gonna
about
make
the
more than
moon.
that.
But we're gonna talk about the moon. Anywho's, on Twitter and Facebook, probably even
Facebook,
on,
YouTube, Instagram,
YouTube,
stuff.
If you
things
like the
and stuff.
podcast, be sure to follow.
of course.
We always stream on Fridays at 6 p.m. Central European time, so we got a fixed schedule.
Yeah, what will be uploaded on YouTube channel probably
Monday,
Monday, Tuesday, depends how we have time.
Yep. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for
Today,
joining
tonight.
us.
Good morning wherever you are.
Come back next Friday,
Yep.
6 p.m.
We have been
On-
the Anime Adventuring Party,
Arti, Anikron,
Ticket.
and Uncle Hawk will be seeing you.
Next
Sayonara.
time.